Hey guys, welcome to my first Rubik's Cube tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube beginner's method. It's the easiest method. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to solve the white cross like this. You can ignore this corner. Oh my goodness. There we go. You can ignore that. It's just the cross. So the first step to doing that is to put all of these white edges next to the yellow center. So I can see that the yellow centerpiece right here is on the opposite side of the white, and that's always how it'll be. That can't change. You got the white, and then you got the yellow. So I'm going to take all these white edge pieces. This is an edge piece, and these are corner pieces. I can ignore all these ones, but just look at these edge pieces. I'm going to move them up right next to the yellow centerpiece. So I got those two right there. Let's say I need this one right here to get up here. If I lift it up, I'm going to mess up that one. So right here's an empty slot. So I'm going to move that empty slot right here so that I can lift this up into that empty slot. Now I need to get this one into this empty slot right there. So I can see that, so if I lift this up right here, then I can lift it up to that side. But I just messed up that one, and I messed up that one. So the first thing I did just now is I lifted it up like this, and then I lifted it up right there. So it's going to end up right there. So I need to move this empty slot where it's going to end up right there. Now I can lift this side up, lift this up there like that, and then put this one back. There we go. You can call that the flower of the daisy or whatever. That's just what you need to do. So now you need to take all of these and put them down here next to the white to make the cross. But the reason why we put them up here next to the yellow first was because if I just make the cross like this, that's wrong. There is a cross, but these centers, or these edges, have to be lined up with their centerpieces so that both these two are the same color. So I'm going to put this back. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick any of these pieces. Let's say I pick this one, and now I can see it's got red on it. So I'm going to line that red up right here next to the red center. I'm going to flip it over 180 degrees. Now it's right there. Now I can go to the next one. This one's got green on it. So I'm going to twist it over here so that it's next to the green center, and then I'm going to flip it over. And now let's do this one. This one's got blue, so I'm going to line it up like this next to the blue center, flip it over 180 degrees. And the orange one is already lined up with the orange. I'm going to flip it over 180 degrees, and there we go. Now we got the cross. And they're lined up with the right color. See, that one and that one are both the same color on all of them. So now the next step we have to do is we need to finish solving the white side like this, so that once we're done, we should have a little like upside down T right here on all of them. So for an example, let's say I solve it like this. So I have the white side, but I did it wrong. So I don't have this little T. This one's good because this orange lines up with the orange and this blue lines up with the blue. But this one's wrong, this one's wrong, and this one's wrong. So I'm going to show you how to do that the right way. So let's just say it's like this. So we've got the cross right there. Now I'm going to look for any piece on the top. So what I notice is a lot of people, they're looking for pieces like this, and they're moving the cube all over the place. Don't do that. It gets confusing. So just take the white cross and put it face down. Then I'm going to look for any piece on this top layer that has white on it, any of these corner pieces. So I can see this one right here has white on it, and the other two colors that are on it are blue and orange. So I'm going to line it, so I'm going to put this piece right in between the blue and the orange center pieces, like this. And then I'm going to do this algorithm. It's super easy. It's only 4 moves. You're going to go up to the side, down, and to the other side. There you go, now it's there. Now let's look for another one. Let's do this one. We have a white piece right there, and it has blue and red. So I'm going to rotate the top so that it's between the blue and the red center pieces. Now I'm going to do that algorithm like that again. I can see it's not down there. It's down there, but it's not twisted the right way. The white has to be on the white side. So I'm just going to keep doing it until how it's supposed to be. See? Now let's do this one. This one has orange and green on it. So I'm going to twist the top until it's right here between the orange and the green center pieces. Now I'm going to do that algorithm again until it's down there. In that case, it only took once. And what I have noticed some people do is they'll take, let's say, this one right here. We got a white piece and it's got green and red on it. And they'll put it between the green and the red centerpiece, but then they'll hold it like this and try doing it with the right hand again. That's wrong. You need to keep the cube rotated so that this corner piece is on the right side. So now I'm going to do it with the right hand again. There we go. Now that's done. We have a little T that's all the same color on all the sides. What I also notice some people will do is they will that they'll have all the corners solved, and then this last one will be in the right spot, but it'll be twisted the wrong way. So they'll be up here looking for a piece with white, and they can't find any, but the white side still isn't solved, and that's because this is down here, like that. So to get this out, you just do that algorithm once, and now it's out. And now it's got red and blue. It's between the red and blue centers. Now I'm just going to do that algorithm I showed you until it goes down to where it needs to go. There. So the next step is to solve the middle layer. And by that point you'll be most of the way done. So it looks like this. So now I have this entire middle layer right here solved. This whole section here is solved. So let's just take some of these out here so you can see how to do this. Let's say like that. So now I'm keeping the white side down. I'm gonna look on this top layer for any of these edge pieces that don't have yellow on it. And let's say I see one like this that I can clearly see doesn't have any yellow on it, but it does right here. So that still won't work. We have to find one like this that doesn't have yellow anywhere on it. I can see, so now I'm going to look at this piece right here, which has red. So I'm going to line this red up with the red center. And now I need to look at where it needs to go. So the other color that's on it is blue. And then, so I'm going to look to either side and see which one is blue. This one has the blue center, so this is going to be the blue side. So that means that this piece with the red and blue needs to go right here. So since it needs to go left, I'm going to move it right, and then I'm going to do this algorithm. It's the same as the one we did with the right hand, except we're starting with the left hand. Like that. So again, it's just up to the side, down to the other side. And now, since I did the left algorithm just now, I'm going to twist the whole cube right, and then do the right algorithm. Like that. There we go. Now that piece is where it needs to go. So let's look for another one. Let's say this one right here. So doesn't have any yellow, or this does not have any yellow on it. And I looked at this color and I saw that it has orange on it, so I lined it up with its orange piece right here. And this and the other color that's on it is blue. So it needs to go right here next to this blue center. So that'll be orange and blue. So since this time it needs to go right, so I'm going to move it the other way. I'm going to move it left. And then since I moved it left, I'm going to do that algorithm with the right hand. Okay, so since I just did it with the right hand, now I'm going to spin the whole cube left and do it with the left hand. There we go. Now it's where it needs to go. So let's do it again. Let's see, this one right here needs to go, see, so I lined the green up with the green. Now this red needs to go over here. So since it needs to go left, I'm going to move it right and do the left algorithm. Since I did it with the left hand, I'm going to now move the cube right and do it with the right hand. There we go. Now something that you might come across is like this, where you've done this one, you've done this one, you've done this one. Now you're looking for on the top for a piece that doesn't have yellow, and you can't find one. They all have yellow. But then you look at this and you realize this piece is in backwards. This green needs to be right here, and this orange needs to be right there. So what I'm going to do to get that out, to put it in the right way, is I'm going to pretend that this piece right here needs to go right there. So since this piece needs to go right, I'm going to move it left and then do the right algorithm. And since I did the right algorithm, I'm going to twist the whole cube left and do the left one. There we go. Now this piece is out. And now I can see that right here is the green one. So I'm going to line it up with the green. And then this has orange. So it needs to go right, but I'm going to move it left. Now since I moved it left, I'm going to do the right algorithm. And then since I did it with the right hand, I'm going to twist the whole cube left and do the left hand. There we go. Now we have the whole middle layer solved. So now the next step is to solve the yellow cross. So, holy cow, like that. So you can ignore these corner pieces, and I now have the cross. So there are 4 things that could happen. Sometimes when you'll finish this middle layer, you'll already have the cross. Then you can just skip this step, and you don't have to do anything. Another thing that could happen is this, where you have a little L right here. And, I mean, it could be over here, it doesn't really, but either way, you're going to want to twist the top so that it's in the back and to the left, right over here. And then if that happens, you're going to lift this side, the front side, up like this. And that algorithm that we were doing earlier with the right hand, you're going to do it twice. And then put this side back down. And now we have the yellow cross. Another thing that could happen is this. You have a straight line. You might see it like this, or you might see it up and down. What you're going to want to do is put it so that it's horizontal like this. And you're going to want to lift the side up. And then this, since there's only a line, you're just going to do it once. Put that side back down, and we have the cross. Another thing that can happen is this, where none of them are up. None of these edge pieces are up. So if that happens, you can hold it, doesn't matter how, as long as the yellow center is facing up, and you're going to lift the side up and do the algorithm once. Then you're going to put the side back down. Now I can see I have this little L. And like I said, with the L, you're going to put it in the back and to the left so that it's up here. And then again with the L, you're going to lift this side up, do that algorithm 2 times, put that side back down. Oh, now I have the cross. So the next step is to line up these yellow edges with the right center. So for example, this one is already right. I have blue, end up with the blue. But this one is not, because red is lined up with orange. So there will always be either all of them will be already lined up, or you'll have 2 of them. You'll never only have 1 or none of them. So in this case, we do have 1, but that's only because I just have to rotate the top. So I'm gonna rotate it once. I can see now there's none of them. So I'm gonna rotate it again and look around. So I got one there, and I still only have that one. So I'm gonna rotate the top again. So now I can see I have one here, and I have one there. So sometimes they'll all be where they're supposed to be, but the top will be rotated, and it'll look like none of them are where they're supposed to be. But then you rotate it a couple times, and you'll realize that they're all lined up. So in this case, I see I have 2. One of them is right here, and one's right here. So they're right next to each other like this. If that happens, you're going to take one of them and put it in the back, one of those solved ones in the back, and the other one to the right. And then you have to memorize. This is probably the hardest algorithm for the beginner's method. It's going to go, so just watch this, because it's easy to mess up. You're going to go up, to the left, down, to the left again, and you're going to go up, and you go to the left twice, and then down and to the left. Okay, and since I did that, now they're all lined up. I got green with green, orange with orange, blue with blue, and red with red. So I'll do that again. So let's twist this here. So there we go. So I got one of them here and one here. I'm going to put one of them in the back and one to the right. Now let's do that again. It's up, left, down, left, up, left, down, left, up, left twice, down, left. So I have up, left, down, left, up, left twice, down to the left. Okay. Another case that can happen is this one here. So again, you might finish doing this middle layer. You might finish doing the cross, and then you'll see that it looks like none of them are, and you'll just be twisting around to find 2, and you'll see one here, and the other one that's solved is across from it. So you're going to put those 2 that are solved on the sides, and the 2 that aren't solved on the front and back. And then if this happens, you're going to do the algorithm that I just showed you. Up, to the side, down, left, up, left, down, left, and then up, left twice, down, left. And then you're going to do left 1 extra time and move the whole cube to the left. And then you're just going to do that algorithm again. Up, left, up, left twice, down, left. And there we go. They're all where they need to be. Okay, the second to last step is we need to move all of these corners where in the place they need to go in. Not exactly twisted the right way, but just in the right spot. For example, this one right here is in the right spot. It's got yellow, blue, and red on it, and it's surrounded by yellow, blue, and red. It's just not twisted the right way. So, for example, it needs to be like that, but right now it's like this. Obviously, we're not actually going to twist it. That's not how we do it. So I'm gonna look around the top and try to find one of these that's in the right spot, not necessarily twisted the right way. If there is one, in my case right here, right, then I'm gonna put it close to you and to the right, so that it's right here. And then I'm going to go do this algorithm. It's about as long as that other one, but it's a pattern, so it's easier to memorize. It's so left, up, and then right, up with this side, and then left, down, right, down with this side. Now, I'm going to look at this piece, and if this piece is where it needs to go, in this case, it happens to be twisted the right way, but it's not always going to be. If this piece right here is in the right spot, then they will all be like it is right now. But sometimes that won't happen, and this piece will not be where it needs to go. If it's not, then none of them are, except for that one right there. Another thing that you might see happen is you might have a case like this, where none of them are in a spot where they need to go. If that happens, you can hold it like this, it doesn't matter, and just do that algorithm. So it's, remember, side up, other side up, side down, other side down. Now I'm going to look around for a piece in the right spot. Right here I can see one. There's a piece in the right spot. It has yellow, orange, and green. It's surrounded by yellow, orange, and green. So I'm going to keep it close to me and to the right, like I said before. And I'm going to do the algorithm. To the side up, other side up, to the side down, other side down. And right here, now I can see they're all in the right spot. They're not twisted the right way, but in the right spot. This step is super easy. It's the last step. I'm going to flip the whole cube over. For the first time, it's the only time you flip it over, so the white is up. And now, I need to take a piece that's not solved. In this case, all of the corners are not solved, and put it right here. Now, I'm going to do that algorithm that we saw earlier with the right hand until that piece, so it needs to go like that. And then, if you twist the whole cube, you're going to mess it up. So you only twist the bottom. So I use that with my ring finger there. I just did that. And now we have another one that needs to be fixed. I'm going to do it until it goes where it needs to go. There we go. I'm going to twist the bottom again. And I'm going to twist it again. I still have a piece that needs to be fixed. So I'm going to do the algorithm until it's where it needs to go. I don't know if I twist the bottom. There we go. So another thing that could happen, sometimes, let's say you finish putting the corners where they need to go, and it's like this, where 3 of them, like this one, needs to be twisted, this one needs to be twisted, and this one does, but this one does not. So if I flip it over, and let's say I'm right here, and I do the out and see this piece needs to be fixed, so I'm going to do the algorithm until it goes where it needs to go. And then I rotate the bottom. This piece is already solved, so I can just move it again. And now I have one that needs to be fixed. There we go. Twist the bottom again. Now it needs to be fixed. There we go. So that's my tutorial on how to solve the Rubik's Cube beginner's method. If you liked this and it worked, please leave a like and consider subscribing. So yeah, I should have a couple other tutorials coming up pretty soon. So, yep, that's that, and thanks for watching.